Today I'll be showing you 5 seeds with Mangrove Swamp either at spawn or very nearby, as well as 5 bonus seeds which were in a previous video for 1.18, where 1.19 changed some of the old oak swamps to mangrove swamps. If there are any other biomes you'd like to see some seeds for, please leave a comment below. This first seed spawns you on top of a mangrove tree on the coast of a mangrove swamp. The swamp contains an almost perfectly circular jungle microbiome, with an even smaller sparse jungle microbiome nearby. This end of the mangrove swamp also has the saddest Windswept Savanna microbiome I've ever seen. At least you can get acacia to go with the new mangrove wood. On the other end of the mangrove swamp, there's some regular old swamp that transitions into an old-growth birch forest and then a roofed forest. The roofed forest even has this cool spike which could be very fun to build on. You may have noticed on the way to the spike that there's a spruce microbiome. Among the spruce trees there's an azalea tree. Not too far from the azalea there's a cave opening, and sure enough it leads to a lush cave that goes down to deep slate. There's even a fossil around -238, -615. And if all that wasn't enough, there's even a mushroom island right off the shore. As for nearby structures, there's a shipwreck next to the mushroom island around 132, -124. It even spawns with all 3 chests. An ocean monument around 100, -380. Buried treasure around -248, -360. Ocean ruins around -180, -141. And a ruined portal around -525, -365. Going to the nether from the ruined portal takes you to a soul sand valley, with nearby nether wastes and basalt deltas. There's also a fortress around -250, 55. This second seed spawns you underwater in the mangrove swamp. Nearby is some old swamp as well as windswept bamboo jungle and a little windswept savanna. This mountain is larger than the spike in the last seed, so there is more space to build. But if you miss having a roofed forest spike, there's also some of that on the other end of the mangrove swamp, as well as some spruce. In the old swamp around -230, 60, there's an azalea tree, which of course leads to a lush cave. As for structures, there's buried treasure at -184, 136, a mineshaft around -225, -350, a jungle temple around 20, 375, and a ruined portal around 130, 150. Going to the nether from the ruined portal takes you to the nether wastes. There's a fortress around 200, 220 in a soul sand valley, and you could use a strider to travel most of the way to the treasure bastion around -250, 340. This third seed spawns you in front of a tiny mangrove swamp surrounded by desert. But there's a much larger mangrove swamp within the desert a little bit away. This swamp even has a mini desert inside of it, so you have a desert within a mangrove swamp within a desert. As for structures, there are 2 nearby desert villages with nearby desert temples. The first village is around 100, 150, and the first temple is around 120, 340. The second desert village is around -300, 160, and the second desert temple is around -375, 260. Back in the larger mangrove swamp, there is a ruined portal around -265, -365. Going to the nether there takes you to the nether wastes with nearby basalt deltas. There's a bastion remnant around -130, -190, and a fortress around -150, 310. If that last seed didn't have enough sand for you, then this 4th seed, which spawns you underwater near both a desert and a badlands, might be right for you. This spawn is the furthest from the mangrove swamp, but the swamp itself is very large. There are also openings to a dripstone cave, so farming renewable clay early should be easy. As for nearby structures, the mangrove swamp is so large that it extends to a village around 660, 680. And underneath that village there is a stronghold at 661, 740. The swamp also contains a ruined portal around 650, 15. Going to the nether there takes you to the Crimson Forest. There's a treasure bastion around 40, 70, and a fortress around -120, 250. In a classic case of irony, entering fireflies, or its number equivalent, as the seed spawns you in an old-growth birch forest next to a mangrove swamp. Digging straight down at spawn takes you past a copper vein and into a mineshaft, which just so happens to intersect with a lush cave. Back on the surface, there is a lava pool around -25, 120. Going to the nether there takes you to the basalt deltas and nether wastes. In this first bonus seed, which was seed number 3 in the previous video, spawn is now a mangrove swamp instead of the old oak swamp. Nearby there is still sparse jungle, a good-sized windswept savanna, and plains. The 2 villages and meadow that were in 1.18 are also still present in 1.19. If nothing else, this seed is perfect for having mangrove and acacia trees with bright green leaves. This second bonus seed was seed number 5 in the previous video. You still spawn in the desert next to a warm ocean, but the swamp to the right is now a mangrove swamp. So if you're looking for a colorful coral to combine with mangrove wood, this seed should be perfect. This third bonus seed was the first honorable mention in the previous seed video. If you're just looking for a large mangrove swamp surrounded by savanna and some windswept savanna, this seed could be the one for you. This fourth bonus seed still spawns you in a normal oak swamp. However, part of the swamp further from spawn did turn into a mangrove swamp, so you can still get most of the overworld wood types close to spawn. The spruce still remains elusive, but at least this spike of windswept savanna still gives you a nice view of the surrounding area. And for this fifth and final bonus seed, the swamp that you spawn in has again been changed to a large mangrove swamp. However, I still feel the best feature of this seed is the view you get from the ocean of this large windswept savanna cliff. Maybe a giant mangrove yacht would fit nicely here to get a good view of those cliffs. I do have a sparse jungle seed video planned for the near future, so be sure to subscribe if that's something you want to see. And again, if there's another biome you'd like to see some seeds for, please leave a comment below. Until next time, take care.